It's part one of the Desert Double, and we are delighted to be back in Phoenix, Arizona, as Fox brings you the good lunches 250 at
All right,
Phoenix.
check. We're all
Featuring
good.
IndyCar
Make
off-road.
sure my
Me, the Bucks of the Townsendville, James Hinchcliffe, and
make sure
guys, I got
everything's
to say,
all.
I am loving my first time in Arizona.
We
Absolutely
got the
adore being at
leaderboard.
this racetrack. What a start to the season we had 1 week ago. Alex Palou, an absolute masterclass on the streets of St. Pete. This, though, is a very different track, very different conditions, very different challenge, particularly these corners. Turns 3 and 4. The
All
horseshoe
right,
is
we're good.
challenge enough. But turns
All
one
right.
and two down a
All
rattlesnake.
right. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're watching this from. This is Chase fan number 9. Welcome to the first of 3 live streams I will be doing this weekend. Today, the NTT IndyCar Series returns to Phoenix. Yep, they're back for the first time since 2018, and man, I never thought I'd see the day that IndyCar would come back to Phoenix, but here we are. This is part of a IndyCar NASCAR doubleheader, similar to last week at St. Petersburg. This time we're gonna have IndyCar and the O'Reilly Auto Parts and Cup Series this week, so should be fun. So yeah, can't wait to get this race started. Penske started off the season strong, but it was Alex Palou who was the one to beat last week at St. Petersburg. Now, keep in mind, Alex Palou does not have any experience at Phoenix whatsoever in open wheel. Nothing that I know of because, well, of course, the IndyCar race at Phoenix before Alex Palou came to IndyCar. So we'll see how he favors today. And speaking of back to Team Penske, they are on the front row today. David Malukas is on the pole. It's his first career pole. I kind of had a feeling he wasn't going to get his first pole with AJ Foyt Racing, but when he joined Team Penske, I kind of had a feeling it'll be the team for him to do it. So that's where he's at. One of the big highlights from IndyCar qualifying yesterday was that Mick Schumacher will start fourth. Man, after not completing a single lap last week, he is on. He's starting fourth today. Not bad for the rookie. Joseph Newgarden is the outside pole sitter, and Graham Rahal. I feel like it's been forever since Graham Rahal has started up at the front the way he is. I'm there doing a segment about Team Penske. Um, yeah, Team Penske. They are celebrating their 60th anniversary this year. Anyways, can't wait to see what um can't wait to see how this race goes. The last time IndyCar raced on the oval, Joseph Newgarden won, so let's see how he does. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to note is that this will be the first time that the IndyCar drivers will be racing on this new Phoenix configuration with where the start finish line is at. So yeah, because before the start finish line is used to be on what's now the backstretch, and now the start finish line is obviously on the backstretch coming off turn 4. Used to be turn 2. So yeah, let's see how these IndyCar drivers do on this new configuration.
good to be up front. It will make things a bit easier for sure. I mean, mid pack sometimes gets pretty tough.
Anyways, the race today is
Good to
called the
hear.
Good Ranchers
Bless you, man.
250. I think it will be
It's a long
250
race,
laps.
250 laps. We'll just have to complete them all and then see where we're at. I'm sure we have a lot of quick guys around us, a lot of guys with a lot of experience. So I'm kind of new to all this. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's look today, buddy. We're going to keep on our travels. Actually, fun fact for everybody, this is my first time here in Phoenix, and it is absolutely beautiful. People starting to fill the stands. Once again, the grid is super packed, wandering through people. Sorry, Bruce. Oh, here's a couple of people. Oh, all the people. And he's got Michael Waldrop, David Malukas, the best moustache on pit lane, Brian Blaney. Guys, what are we talking about?
The moustache. No, we were actually talking about some memes here, some pre-race memes. There was a pigeon meme that I posted and you responded. So we were just talking some memes, yeah.
And actually, David.
Hello, Shahir. Welcome to a live stream. I'll put the leaderboard up soon.
How about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. So, hey, look, I got a lot of support here. First poll, things are lining up, and Team Penske. And we also got the poll sweep with Joey. So, Ryan's here. I mean, it's Phoenix so far has been a Team Penske year.
All right, man. Have a great day today. Also,
Actually, I'm gonna pull the leaderboard up now. It's showing.
I meant to tell him that if he won today, I would in fact try and take that into account. Apparently, little Dave is not what he really loves. However, as I am the recipient of, you don't get to choose your nicknames. So here we are, and the guy, he said he was nervous. He looks cool as a cucumber. How's it going? Not cool at all. Very nervous.
Oh yeah, Clint Boyer's gonna ride in the IndyCar two-seater too.
And I feel like I'm getting in a bobsled that runs 100 or 200 mile an hour, whatever this thing does. I just met Gabby, my driver. The good news is I think he's short enough that I can reach the brake pedal around him, so I'll be all right, buddy. You can see the front tires. There's no windscreen. Like, what are we expecting here? I'm expecting him to mind his P's and Q's and do me a good job. He has never had a bigger fan than Clint Boyer right now. I am rooting for Gabby. We're going to pull this off. Well, you're in safe hands. Me and Gabby race in Indy Lights, now Indy Next together. So you're in safe hands.
He can be trusted.
He can be trusted. Gabby can be trusted. Well, Clint, have a great time, man. And that's a grid walk done. Stick around, guys. This is about to get awesome.
Alex and Christian have been great additions to ECR, but really, Gary's been the game changer. They delivered our drive house coffee pods and just sort of never left. What you might want to do is put a little more grease on the bearings here. Gary's advice doesn't make a lot of sense. Check that if I was doing it. But I tell you what, his lattes, delivery. It was his idea.
It is mine because if women races, women races. Java House cold brew coffee, amazingly smooth. We believe in the power of dreams. What else turns teams into legends? Persistence in ponies into good. Because once you have a dream, there's no telling how far you can go. That's why Honda is proudly supporting Team USA's Olympic and Paralympic teams. Ever since he was a baby, he understood he was born to make waves. Really good. Make it really good. For 125 years, Firestone has been building this with one thing in mind. Delivering dependable, durable products that last. Because times may change, but being reliable shouldn't. For dependability that matches yours. Firestone, always dependable since 1900. None of this was 30 years ago. Their new team is 34-year-old. One of the greatest stories in sport. IndyCar and NASCAR have a lot in common, but they can be a little different. In IndyCar, cars hang out in paddock.
But in NASCAR, it's called garage. I just call it car hole. A strategist is the pit boss leader in IndyCar, while the head honcho in NASCAR is the crew chief. Now, pit lane and pit road seem pretty close. Tomato, tomato, if you ask me. Indy keeps their cars and trailers, while NASCAR has their haulers. And I'm not talking holler as in, hey, get over here. NASCAR you draft, Indy you tow. All I know is I've never had a car drafted for being double parked. Finally, you know him as James Hinchcliffe, but around NASCAR, he's known as Jimmy Hinch.
Thankfully, we have two translators on the team today. Our very own Joey Logano and Dan on pit road.
All right, the drivers are strapped in, ready to go.
Today, our very own Jamie.
Well, we'll call it both this weekend. How about that? Well, it's pit lane right now. Got Tim Boyer over here. I don't know if he's about to get sick or what, but he's very nervous for his ride. But yes, well, I've covered IndyCar, I've covered NASCAR for 20 years, so this is the perfect weekend for all motorsports fans who are looking to learn maybe a little bit more about one or the other. So today, we're going to talk to NASCAR Cup drivers who are out here walking around, learning, curious about it. I'll also help bridge the gap. Here's Connor Daly. Nice ride, Connor. Have fun today. So yeah, I'm down here just having fun and kind of trying to bridge that gap between IndyCar and NASCAR. It's a perfect world and it's a perfect day today.
It is a perfect day and a perfect opportunity for fans of both championships to see both championships on one track in one weekend. There's a double here at the Phoenix Raceway of the impressive performance Mick Schumacher made second row of the grid.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage.
All right, there we go.
And best of all,
Just right on time.
Trust Pods.
Leaderboard updates.
Look at pods.com today. Vehicle breakdowns are costly. If your check engine light comes on tomorrow,
so yeah, Will Power started dead last after he crashed in qualifying practice, and man, 2 races in it already he's struggling. Like, come on now. He's back there too. Felix Rosenquist, who wrecked hard in practice yesterday too.
You or endurance?
Call right now to get $300 off any plan. Ever since he was a baby, we understood he was born to be king. Really good. Make it really, really good.
Welcome to the World Baseball Classic. Sam Propolsky, Hal Riley, and
Great Britain versus USA, only on Fox.
In life, you get out what you put in. Time, effort, dedication. On the track, in the garage, in your vehicle. Issues in the soil, the vehicle delivers. Mile after mile. Generation after generation. Lessons learned, passion earned. With the soil, it works.
we are here at Planet Fitness, getting strong for the season's biggest games. Join now, and your first month is free. With the PF Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and unlock sensational recovery amenities like red light.
Did you
Let's go.
Get the PF Black Card for $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. Go Fitness. Deal ends March 13th.
Planet Fitness, we're all strong on this planet, baby.
The pain was just excruciating. It would bring me to tears.
Running just means a lot to me. My feet just really, I was in pain.
And it hurt so terribly, and my heels just started like walking like a T-Rex.
I couldn't continue. I needed to go to the Good Feet store.
And I was greeted by this gal named Mercy. She said, just try them on.
I thought, oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Now that I have the Good Feet arch support, running is great.
This is the arch support for me.
I'm just telling you, I am grateful. I mean, it's surreal.
Reclaim the good life with the free art support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Inside California Politics, hosted by Nikki Lorenzo on Fox 40.
Welcome back to Phoenix, where we have a first-time pole sitter in David Malukas, a first-time oval runner on the second row. and the champion only just scraping into the top 10. Why don't we take a look at the Good Riders 250 starting grid?
Willpower, Toowoomba, Australia.
Felix Rosenqvist, Värnamo, Sweden.
Kalkole, Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Dennis Hager, Aurskog, Norway.
Santina Ferrucci, Woodbury, Connecticut.
Romain Grosjean, Geneva, Switzerland.
Stephen Simpson, Cayman Islands.
Christian Rasmussen, Copenhagen, Denmark. Christian Lundgaard, Hedensted, Denmark.
Louis Foster, Onion, England. Scott Dixon, Auckland, New Zealand.
Marcus Ericsson, Kumla, Sweden.
Marcus Armstrong, Christchurch, New Zealand.
Stingray Rock, Hayden, Idaho. Kyle Kirkwood, Jupiter, Florida.
Alex Palou, Barcelona, Spain.
Nolan Siegel, Palo Alto, California.
Rudy ZK, Hoofddorp, Netherlands.
Pato Award, Monterrey, Mexico.
Alexander Rossi, Nevada City.
Yeah.
Scott McLaughlin, Christchurch, New Zealand.
Nick Schumacher, Germany.
Graham Rahal, Columbus, Ohio.
Joseph Newgarden, Nashville, Tennessee.
David Malukas, Chicago, Illinois.
Well, it's a shaken up grid. All three Penske's in the top 5. We've talked about Mick Schumacher and the expectations on him on his first oval start. What about Alexander Rossi, who topped the pre-season test here and starts in 6th? And Alex Palou, our championship leader, starting down in 10th. Christian Rasmussen starting all the way down the back of the grid. His first win came last year on a short oval. And what about Will Power from the back as well? Expectation rising. Time to go trackside for the command.
It's time to give the command for the Good Ranchers 250. Please welcome your Grand Marshal, Adam Busby. Drivers, start your engine!
Also this week, Formula One also starts their season, I think tonight in in Australia. Unfortunately, I won't be watching any F1 races this season because the races are streaming exclusively on Apple TV, and unfortunately, I don't have that. And on top of that, I don't want to go through the rigorous process of making an account. So, yeah, not going to happen this year, unfortunately. I'm still going to keep track of the races, though.
It looks like you're in a bobsled. It's been a while, probably since you've seen 4 tires exposed like that. You got 2 airplane wings front and rear. I know you're a pilot. Does it feel more like a jet or a race car? This thing has too many wings on it to be on the ground. It ought to be in the air. I can finally hear you. I can finally breathe. I may have relieved myself just a little bit. Gabby just scared me. That was way too fast. Guys at Fox said they've got a spare car for you if you want to jump out and jump into a single-seater and get into this field. I'm going to jump into the grandstands. I'm going to watch this race. I'm so pumped to watch this. I'm so glad this event finally happened. What an event for a fan to watch both of these spectacles with IndyCar and NASCAR. Thanks for the ride. That was a hell of a ride. Woo! All right, buddy. You're feeling it. Thanks for doing it with us.
Beautiful stuff. Everybody out on track, save for Romain Grosjean, who is stuck on pit lane. But guys, let's have a look around this track on the track preview, sponsored by Honda.
Yeah, 1 mile oval here at Phoenix. Start finish in a different place than it was last time we were here. You go through the dogleg and now into what we're calling turns 1 and 2. 186 miles an hour top speed going in there in qualifying, only down to 100.
Hello, Eric. Welcome to the live stream.
Speed. These things are so fast on that side of the racetrack. Then hit about the same top speed down into 3 and 4. More narrow corner, tighter radius, higher banking, about 11 degrees through here. Bigger lift, maybe down a gear or 2, and feed that power back on to finish one of the 250 laps we're going to do here.
The 24 cars of the NTT IndyCar Series 2 to go until we roll to green. The 25th car, that of Romain Grosjean, has been having issues all the way through this weekend with the hybrid system on his car. They're rolling it down pit lane. Jack can tell us more.
Actually, Will, I'm standing in the box of the number 15 of Graham Rahal. Obviously, a great buddy of mine. We've been teammates for a long time. This is the best start that he's had on a short oval since 2008. Let that sink in a second. This is some huge improvement from this race team. And also, in his 3 starts here at Phoenix, he's finished in the top 10 here twice. Georgia.
Hey Jack, I'm standing up $26. Not the start to the season he wanted. DNF in St. Petersburg. He comes into this race, he's going to start 25th, but crash in qualifying. But he told me, I don't want to overdo it, I don't want to underdo it. All I can do is my best, and he is going to start 25th. Kevin.
Penske driver David Maluka scored his first pole. Today might be the day he gets that first win.
Nope. One way to find out. All right, pace car heads to pit road. David Malukas and Joseph Newgarden on the front row. Here we go. These laps are going to go by quick, that's for sure. All right, here we go. Green flag is out, and the IndyCar race at Phoenix is green. Here we go. And Malukas is going to hold the lead going into turn one.
You can see that Newgarden was hanging back on the start, thought he was going to jump his young teammate, but Malukas was having none of it with a great gap to start things off. Meanwhile, Alexander Rossi right up there to the
All right, clean start. IndyCar's first race at Phoenix since 2018.
Now on the back of Greg Rahal is Mick Schumacher. Fights to keep a hold of his place and is falling back.
James, we were showing the highlight look at what it's going to look like, but it is working really well.
And not from the guy you most expect it to. Alex Palou just passed Graham Rahal now up into P4. He started 10th next. He's on an absolute charge. You want to keep that 100% win streak on the season going.
Astonishing start from the champion, but Lucas is stretching his legs out front, moving to Penske this season. A pole on just his second race for the captain, Roger Penske. He loves a short oval as we go too wide.
And Reeves VK up to fifth. Almost. Oh wow! Almost.
Dixon saying, kid, that's not how we do it here. You got to learn your piece here. You got to mind your P's and Q's. Early in the laps, we saw 3 wide developing.
Alexander Rossi third.
Dennis Hauger there down on the apron as Dixon gave him a little fade on the backstretch. Now, here comes Will Power to the high side.
Wow! Wonderful move from Power, but look at the gap already for David Malukas. We ride on board now with Will Power. To his relationship, that is.
Looks like Grosjean starting the race on pit road.
In St. Pete for him and the Andretti partnership. A difficult continuation here this weekend with a crash in followed by, oh my goodness, and he's going high.
Okay, so the last time IndyCar races at Phoenix in the daylight was 2005. So therefore, all the other times were night races.
One of the reasons that Andretti wanted him in one of their cars was to bring them that pace on short overs.
Oh, okay, so 2016 through 2018, those were all night races, all right.
Leaving the bottom of the racetrack open for Power now. He's got a great run off of 4, trying to line up the 28. Is he going to go high? He committed early. Look at Ericsson just chilling up there in that kind of first and a half lane there, Tito.
We weren't really sure what that second lane was going to look like, and I'm really pleased to see everybody starting to experiment there. Now we see them start to slot a little bit more single file as Power works to the low side. To Ericsson here.
All right. Oh yeah, as you can see, I put up a voting poll. Who's going to win the IndyCar race at Phoenix? David Malukas, Scott McLaughlin, Alex Palou, or other. 4 votes, 1 vote for each of the 4 options. I wish there was more. I wish YouTube could give you more than 4 options.
And went to the high side to great effect. That bravery really paid off, up 6 spots.
And guys, can we just have a word for Remus VK, who has moved over to Hookos on the racing, is currently.
If I remember that live stream.
Alex Palou, a brilliant start for the Dutchman. Such a racy driver. And that is Dennis Hauger fighting with Christian Rasmussen. Rasmussen, who we know.
Oh yeah, I remember Twitter does the same thing. I see IndyCar. I mean, Instagram does the same thing too. Oh, there goes this car around. It's Dennis Hauger. Cautions that he's going backwards. Oh boy. Wow.
never seen that before in an IndyCar. That was
Wow.
wild.
That is control. From out of control to back in control.
It's like he
Dennis
got-
Hauger, the Norwegian nightmare, the Indy Next champion, somehow keeps it out of the wall.
Wow. Took a lot of skill to
We'll be back to Phoenix.
not hit the wall. Man, he backed it up and managed to turn it around perfectly without hitting the wall. Man. I've seen the video of Jimmy Johnson's qualifying spin from like 20 fucking years ago when he spun on the front stretch and he didn't hit the wall or anything. Yeah, he got lucky. They're just gonna have to put some fresh tires on that thing. He should be good to go. He might lose a lap or two. June 2006. There you go. Almost close to 20 years ago.
Tracks your glucose in real time, and over time, it can help lower your A1C. This is progress.
Hello, Mark. Welcome to the live stream. 19.75 years. Dude.
When I saw this,
Still in the box. It's like the exact same one my mom wore.
This whole time it was right there on eBay.
It's like some drivers are pitting.
eBay.
It just got off work. All right.
Real deals from real people. Choose from 100 Car Bravo certified pre-owned vehicles. 99 in Hammer Lane, where honesty drives the deal. Chase Chevrolet, buy into it.
The remodel business is now yours.
Yeah, finally on my own.
You get nervous?
A little bit. Any last advice?
I've been waiting years to tell you the family secret.
Grand Expo.
You got this. Contractors have been coming to Granite Expo for years for our in-stock selection and competitive pricing. Granite Expo, the contractor's secret.
I'm a very active person that likes to move around and go. The pain I was in was really excruciating. I was basically heading towards a sedentary lifestyle. I had really tried everything, but I quickly lost hope with all of the things that we had tried, and that's what led me to the Good Feet store. And when I found the Good Feet system, it really just changed everything. It brought me back to life. I have my active lifestyle back.
You too can get back out there with our supports from the Good Feet store. Service your vehicle with people you trust at Chase Chevrolet's Truck Model.
We won't sell you something you don't need. 15% off on any repairs.
We don't just service Chevrolets, we service all GM models. 99 in Chevrolet.
Chase Chevrolet, buy into it.
Don't miss Terry on the Go, Fridays and Sundays on Fox 40.
back to racing ways in Phoenix, Arizona. The second round of the 2026 NTT IndyCar Series here live on Fox. And we return to track action, still behind the pace car. Let's have another quick look at the Dennis Hauger incident. He has pitted under caution along with 6 other drivers. Rasmussen having a look at the back of him, and Joey Logano, what a save from DennisAuger.
This is an amazing save.
Also, I did acknowledge earlier that Joey Logano's in the booth.
Here, he releases the brake while you're headed at the inside wall. That takes a lot of guts. But what an amazing job saving that this time. What a great job from Rasmussen to not drive into the back one. He had a good head of steam. He had some good momentum. You can see he was pedaling the throttle coming off.
Doesn't look like the 21 touched him.
That moment, that split-second decision to get off the brake pedal just saved this kid's day. It's a good J-turn right here. Cop stops. That's the Apple stuff right there. Yeah.
That's a rookie with a lot of experience in other stuff. Maybe rental cars.
Yeah, a lot, yes.
Now, 7 cars pitted while we were away. They are, as I understand it, in route to the back end already at the back anyway, for improper pit lane conduct.
I mean, Joey Logano is the pole sitter for tomorrow, so.
Apparently so.
Put it in a close pit. Would be my guess.
At the back anyway, so I'm not entirely sure what difference that makes.
They don't follow the leader, huh? They'll follow them.
But here we are, the running order as it stands for Lucas and Newgarden. Rossi, brilliant start off into third place from Alex Palou, the reigning champion, championship leader, Winners VK. Beautiful drive up to fifth. Then Ray Hall and McLaughlin on board. Kirkwood and Schumacher, your top 10. Will Power, the man on the move at the start of this race, started 25th, currently sits 14th.
Brilliant. That's exactly what Will Power needed to do, is completely forget what happened yesterday. Put your head down, go to the high side on a clean racetrack, get the positions that you would have had easily in qualifying before his crash, and now settle in, get on your tools, and start racing into the top 10.
You'll run that TWGA onboard Power, and ahead of him was his teammate Ericsson, who even under caution, guys, I noticed, is running around in that second lane. He's trying to keep it clean. He's trying to keep it comfortable because he is committed to being up on the high side. He's got timeshare up in the second lane. He's spending so much time up there in the early part of this race. This driver's eye view with the Iron Man graphics, the Delaware Life on board there. I can't wait.
All right, pace cars to pit road. We're going back racing. Here we go.
To Green on the run down into 3. It's up to him now as he enters the restart zone as to when he hits the gas. He hits it now.
Here we go. Back to green.
We are greening back to race and ways as BK comes under immediate pressure of Graham Rahal, who takes the low line, and McLaughlin late to follow him through. Wonderful restart from Graham Rahal, makes up 1 place for Winners BK.
Joey's a weird scene of restart where they're not taking the dog leg shortcut. Rahal goes for below.
Wow, Rahal gets around the 10. Oh, wow. Wow, Alex Palou's in the wall. Wow. Wow, that's huge.
Out of the race, very likely to lose that championship lead. Will, and you talked about he's held it since June 2024. Here he wants it on the 10 stand, looks on in disbelief. And so here's the move. You said it. Rahal makes the move down the inside. You see the blue and white car behind him, the 76 of VK. Great execution from Graham. And now Reedus tries to roll the high side. Doesn't quite have enough momentum to get all the way alongside. So right now it's a battle of the spotters. Are they telling him clear?
Oops.
But at this point,
Guess they didn't tell me it was clear.
You know the flow of the racing line. Everybody's going to walk up towards the wall. And to your point, James, he just never had the run even close to done there. Now, Joe, you come from the NASCAR world where your spotter would typically say outside, and you guys typically leave a lane. We are more, got to be alongside to really own that spot. I think at that point, just running down the road, VK just wasn't going to have a run coming out of turn 4 to make that work.
Yeah, that's different kind of racing to me. Like, I would look at it and say, hello, there's a car out there. You need to give space. It's just a different way of racing, apparently. But I thought it was a good run to get to the top side right there and take advantage of any opportunity you can to move forward in this area.
Well, didn't see that coming, but it happened.
Look to the draft as well. So the car in front of Palou moving high, that's where Palou's going to move. That's the difference. NASCAR and IndyCar weekend, Will.
Right or wrong, Palou is out.
Trying to predict the future is a hazardous occupation. The only thing we can be sure of is that it will be absolutely fantastic. I'm thinking of the incredible breakthrough of the communications satellite. These things will make possible a world in which we can be in instant contact with each other wherever we may be. When that time comes, the whole world will shrunk to a point.
How did I get here? A grand lobe of vision loss from wet AMD. Riding across the desert. It started when Vabysmo opened up my world. I was worried I was losing sight of the world around me, but my doctor recommended Vabysmo. Vabysmo is different. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD. I was so excited when my granddaughter asked me to ride across the desert with her, knowing that Vabysmo improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabysmo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke, or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your doctor or retina specialist right away.
Now I've got my sights set on the road ahead. Open up your world with Vabysmo.
The #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for wet AMD. Ask your retina specialist about Vabysmo.
In the land of Israel, before the Gospels, before the cross, there was David. This day, the Lord will conquer you, and I will kill you. I'm Zachary Levi, and this is David, King of Israel. Streaming now on Fox Nation.
So, Nusa, you've got whole milk?
100%. And real fruit. Tasty heaps, mate.
Oh, this is like the fall of Troy all over again.
Oh, tasty.
Have you heard of Troy? Some drives you more than take you somewhere. They change how you feel along the way. Safety, performance, and timeless design. Engineered with one promise. The best or nothing. With over 1,300 new cars in stock, we have the largest new car inventory available in Northern California with 1.9% financing for 60 months on all new 2025 models. Luxury is closer than you think. Mercedes-Benz of Sacramento, Mercedes-Benz of Oakland, Mercedes-Benz of Colorado Hills, Envision Motors, Envision the Drop. News Nation on the front line.
This new video shows a U.S. submarine sinking an Iranian warship.
Who should be the new leader?
I'm Robert Sherman.
I'm Kyle McShane.
For continuing coverage on the ground, stay with News Nation. Fox 40 Plus. Download now on Roku, Fire, and Apple TV.
Here at Phoenix Raceway, our friends at Good Ranchers are cooking up something pretty special for fans. Go to goodranchers.com to order 100% American beef, chicken, and seafood for your spring and summer grilling. Take advantage of
VK's in the
$100
pits.
off your first 3 orders with the code GOFAST. Still under caution here in Phoenix, that the car of the reigning champion. Now, I think I'm seeing Santino Ferrucci down there on pit lane. Jamie, can you tell us a little about the difference in pit stops that you're seeing today?
Yes, exactly. Between NASCAR and IndyCar, different vernacular, right? And different tools. So for IndyCar, and Ferrucci's one of those that wants a balance adjustment. So what they'll do, they can go one way or the other, depending on what he wants, if he has oversteer or understeer. That's a little T-handle on both sides of the front wing for IndyCar. In NASCAR, if you want a balance adjustment,
Well, the new winner is a given today, that's for sure.
Put it in the rear wheel, they can go either way. And if you need extra help, well, you've got Parabon tape. The difference between the two, Will.
Thank you, Jamie. Right, safety car is in. Malukas once again will
All right.
back to green. The order as it runs. Malukas and Newgarden, Rossi and Rahal with Watford on board.
All right, let's get this thing.
That's your time. Takes us back to green and does so with ease from his teammate Joseph Newgarden. Alexander Rossi right on the Penske driver's mate as McLaughlin has a look at Rahal on the inside. Takes the low line. Rahal, though, with great pace on the higher line, maintains that 4th position. The Penske looking in dominant form here today with a rapid race car under each of their drivers. As Rasmussen defends from Louis Foster at 3 wide, Dixon high.
That is a big move from Dixon, and he's not done yet. He's got that momentum. Going to go try the outside of the JHR machine. Oh, sorry, that's that's Louis Foster. Yeah, big move there up in lane 3.
Ahead of him, Rasmussen and Power scrapping over the same piece of track. Rasmussen no way through, and Power takes advantage. We right on board with him. That is Nolan Siegel in the McLaren. Had a great qualifying up in the top 10. But Power, the man on the move from the start of this race, from the 25th place
Nick
start,
Schumacher's dropped to 10.
up 12 places to 13th.
Joey, I think this is one of the best Phoenix races I've seen early on, and I think NASCAR has a lot to do with it because of your practice, how fanned out you guys are. There's rubber everywhere. The drivers are taking advantage of it.
Yes, we did wind it up. And remember, these guys have new tires, too, so they're trying to take advantage of that newer tire to get the grip and pass as many cars as they can right now.
Siegel passes Stingray Rock. Will Power through the very tight with Rasmussen. Unbelievably close. Power loses momentum. Dixon will take advantage.
And Christian Rasmussen is one of our most recent oval winners. He won at the Milwaukee Mile last year. God, that race was good. And the fact that he had to beat Alex Palou for that win, man, that was some race for sure.
It's amazing how much you can watch.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Mile race that Rasmussen won last year, was one of my favorite races from all of last year.
And not to get too close. You can see they're trying to keep a decent gap so they can keep some momentum to the corner.
Dixon has made his way through. And now sits up there in 13th. That's now Rosenquist and Power, the two drivers who crashed earlier in the weekend. Do battle on track.
Almost crashed again right there, the two of them. These guys desperately want to get back up into the top 10 where they think they belong on car pace, but the practice crash from Rosenquist, qualifying crash from Will Power, put them right at the back of the field to start this thing.
And remember, Rosenquist, one of those drivers that did come in under that caution to get a new set of tires, and with the stick length we're at now, this is when the tires kind of start to fall off, the balance starts to go away. So Will Power able to make those big moves on the outside early, but now as the tires wear, you're losing.
Will Power's up to 16.
You got to be a little bit more precise with the decisions you're making, but he's still trying to make it work up top. Rosenquist looking to finally make it past Power. Power will not want to give up that place or that position. Beautiful side-by-side action. Stingray rather ahead of the perhaps some of the cork in the bottle. It's given us some great racing as Malukas continues to lead from Newgarden, but Rossi keeping them both in check.
Rosenquist can clear Will Power.
Alex Palou out of action. George is standing behind him.
Alex Palou's day is done. What did you see and feel from your vantage point?
I don't know. I haven't been able to see it. I just, I don't know if I just squeezed someone or someone was trying to get there. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I didn't think there was anybody there. Need to see if there was really that space or not. But yeah, unfortunate that we ended up in the wall so early and not even trying. But it's racing.
Exactly.
Very interesting to hear from Alex Palou there that he had no idea.
For anyone who's watched IndyCar for as long as I have, for the years that Alex Palou has been in the sport, Alex Palou rarely gets. This is a rare DNF from him.
Great run from Rasmussen so far from 18th on the grid. And he just did a couple of those in the same lap. He got Ericsson just before. We're going to go and take a replay of how he got those passes done, how he got himself up into the top 10 with this splendid onboard of a driver's eye. But let's take a look here. So there you go, right in front. That's Schumacher, who started up in the second row. He's going to carry that momentum through 3 and 4.
Okay.
And just the pace he's got to drive off the corners. He's making a little bit of drive. He's got Armstrong. But just there, you can see, there goes Ericsson. So he's just got some great momentum. And guys, we know this is his kind of racetrack.
Yeah, we call him the Sultan of Sketch, Joey, because he is so happy to put things right on the ragged edge, take big chances. I said at the Open that bravery can pay off here at Phoenix.
Check on the votes. 40% of you say David Malukas, 20% for the other three.
You see, he's able to put himself on the outside of the car, right? Get that little bit clean air, get able to carry that momentum. And gosh, he's really made a lot of time early. Rasmussen is +8 just from the restart. This is a guy who, at our first short oval last year at Gateway, started all the way down in 25th, finished that race on the podium in 3rd. He loves the short oval. He loves getting into the mix of the fight. He is never anything less than enthralling on these kind of tracks, and already up and fighting into the top 10. Christian Rasmussen, as talented as called it, the Sultan of Sketch, and the driver that everybody in this championship is only too aware of when he looms large in your mirrors. It's get out of the way, or it's not going to be you a day. Whoa, speaking of the there it is. It's starting now. These tires are starting to wear. But guys, we heard from Alex Palou. We heard his side of the story. We can't talk to Renus VK yet, but we can hear what he said on the radio after that incident.
Right.
Let's take a listen. No surprise with how hard he hit the wall there, and I kind of understand what he was saying. You can see he's got a car whip there.
A little bit.
And I'm really paying attention to VK there on the contact with the wall. That was a pretty big hit. You saw VK's car jump a little bit. And as a driver, what you're really worried about is that right rear toe leg. Is that thing okay? Because I'll bet VK's driving down the straightaway and the steering is a little bit crooked and not perfectly square. He knows he has some damage. The question is it bad enough to break that thing?
Something to think about for sure, but I think you got away with one, right? I mean, even
way worse than that. For sure. He did come into the pits. They must have done some work to that machine because he's currently 4 laps down. He's down in 23rd position, so he's going to need some very well-timed yellows to get those laps back, get himself back into the fight. The truth is, obviously, David Lucas, he's new to Team Penske. What do you make of him? I know you've met him as a guy, as a racer.
Yeah, Lucas is I think they're calling him Little Dave earlier. He's a kid. He's very young, and he's just got raw, natural speed, is what I've noticed so far. For him to jump right into a big race team, Team Penske, and show up with speed, put it on the pole, leading a lot of laps. I like seeing Joseph right there as well. It seems like whoever's up front is going to have the advantage between those two cars right now.
Three Penske's in the top 5. David Lucas leads for his first ever pole. Could today be the day of his first ever win in IndyCar? We're still racing on the green flags here. The Lucas lead. Who you got? Lou Rossi.
Well, big shakeup. Alex Palou crashed out. Yeah, he's done for the day. Yeah, keep in mind, Alex Palou rarely gets a DNF nowadays.
Shaped by those who came before us. Mine must be on trade or title. It's the grit that fuels this nation.
Yes.
It's the work.
Yeah, David Malukas is holding down the lead so far.
This is Good Ranchers, proud partner of IndyCar. Turn after turn, era after era. And they're off. Here it comes around the curve. Firestone has been there. At the races that define the sport.
No thanks.
Through the miles that made legends. So whether they're conquering the competition or you're conquering your daily drive with Firestone, you can do it with confidence.
No, I'm good.
Firestone for dependability at every turn.
Alex and Christian have been great additions to ECR, but really, Gary's been the game changer.
You haven't missed anything. I'm talking to the stream.
Gary's advice doesn't make a lot of sense.
Check that if I was doing it.
But I tell you what, his lattes,
I don't want anything right now.
it was his idea.
You haven't missed anything, Eric. It's been pretty clean since the restart.
Java's cold brew coffee. Amazingly smooth. We test every vehicle for driving safety, performance, and efficiency. But we also believe a vehicle should be fun. So we set out to test the all-new Prevost for joy, excitement, and exhilaration. And found that it's not just the way our vehicles move, but the way they make you feel that makes them a Honda. Honda, proud partner, Team USA.
These little movers with double grip strips. Big moves, even bigger protection. Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Pods brings the container to you, then we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center. And you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Look at pods.com.
Well, Baseball Classic continues tonight as Team USA takes on Great Britain at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The other day, the McLaren guys, as a award known Siegel and Dennis Suarez, in spring training with the Dodgers here in Phoenix, Arizona. And right now, Pato not having a time of it as Rasmussen has just got past him on track. Rasmussen on the charge, up now into the top 6. Next man for him.
Amazes me how Pato Ward and Daniel Suarez are from the same place, Monterrey, Mexico. He's running in 7th. Yeah, Alex Palou was the last driver I wanted to wreck out early.
15 total. They are putting a school on right now in terms of how to march forward on a track where a lot of people said it would be tough to pass.
And let's not forget, pitted early, has fuel, and tire advantage. Could be coming
Phoenix.
towards Christian Rasmussen.
Yeah, I kind of knew that Alex Palou coming here with no past experience at Phoenix wasn't going to benefit him.
Well, a lot of them haven't been defeated, right?
fast cars.
This is all new to them, right?
Yeah, well, some of them have raced at Phoenix before, like Newgarden, Ray Hall, Power.
Very free race car, like he's just nursing that thing into the corner. It's almost turning himself. It's fingertip driving for Rasmussen. He's looking for
And Scott Dixon too.
Now he'll cross up and have a run to the inside.
He's got the big momentum. The big thing for Scotty right now is how hard does he want to fight.
And also Alexander Rossi. So that's like 5 drivers that I know that have experience at Phoenix.
A little bit too hard right now, knowing he's got the tire advantage, knowing he's not spent keeping a block of the water house in that second lane. It's not worth taking the risk this early in the race.
Breezes by for another position that's now 5th place for Rasmussen. Next man on his radar is Graham Rahal. Guys, can we just say, what a race so far, what a day so far for Graham Rahal, for an RLL team which has struggled recently on short ovals to be holding his own top 4 all day so far. A great run from him and the team. And it's just like we mentioned it off the top of the show, man. If you take a look at Rasmussen from the West group on board, this kind of racetrack.
Best oval start for Graham Rahal in 11 years.
I spoke to Graham after the test here a few weeks ago, and he said, no, we found something. The drivers like saying that. Drivers like coming out of a test with a bit of confidence, but it doesn't matter until it matters. They showed up to qualifying when it mattered and got it done, but they're holding their own early in this race. It's for real. For those interested in his teammate Mick Schumacher, I know a lot of people will be tuning in to see how he's getting on after starting from the second row of the grid. He's found his feet. He's found some pace. He's really starting to settle into the racing. Currently sitting just outside the top 10 and 11 and hunting down Marcus Ericsson. So Schumacher finding his way, but out front it's Malukas from Newgarden.
Whether you're a professional technician or simply take pride in maintaining your own cars, Harbor Freight offers quality auto tools to meet your every
Scott
need.
Dixon, Joseph Newgarden are the only former winners in this race.
Rapid pump jacks to mechanic tool sets. Whatever you need, we've got it. Whatever you do it for less. Harbor Freight, your automotive destination.
Vehicle breakdowns are costly. If your check engine light comes on tomorrow, the repair could easily cost thousands.
It was like almost a $6,000 job.
But with Endurance, you can never pay out of pocket for a costly repair again. Plus,
So
your rate
Danica's
stays
finding
the
other ways
same
to make
no
money
matter
by
how
being
many
in
claims you file.
commercials.
I've had 5 claims for over $12,000.
Who's going to pay for your next car repair? You or Endurance?
Call right now to get $300 off any plan.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable.
All right, pit stops are happening right now. 5 is in.
Buddy, the ones who always show up. They all have that little extra.
Yeah, where's the drama now?
It's Chevy Truck Month.
This person everybody left them.
$300 total value on this 2026 Chevy Silverado. Plus,
Uh-oh.
executive members can
Put
get
them in the wall?
No. It's showing that we're still green. Here comes the Phil McLaughlin.
What'd she call her?
How you need Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
They actually sold the twins' naming rights.
You know, like stadiums did. Kids are so expensive these days. Here you go.
Oasis Breeze 10 and Scott.
Yeah, I think Ed Carpenter Racing is on track to win a race this year.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Okay, the plumber's fixing that burst pipe. Should be all set. Good thing it protected 24/7 with your home and auto bundle from Progressive.
Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to figure out the right caption to post about this.
Maybe something like, I have protection, just need a lifeguard.
What about that emoji with a shocked face?
Or maybe flooded with emotion.
That's too much. Try Tuesdays are cray.
You know, technically, you're not supposed to everything that happens online.
All right, Mick Schumacher's in. And also the ticker is stuck at lap number 65. Just kind of straight. All right, leaders coming in.
with NASCAR taking center stage. Live from Phoenix tomorrow at 3 on FS1.
First round of pit stops are underway. We've seen some up front, including Scott McLaughlin.
Christian Rasmussen is now the leader.
24-year-old Lucas from Chicago, his second race with Team Penske. He takes Shell 100% renewable fuel, new fire cells, and he's back out.
Just keep an eye on the Newgarden, who was P2. We keep an eye on the Lucas as he leaves pit lane.
Newgarden side by side with his teammate Scott McLaughlin. They come down out of turn 4. It's going to be 3 Penskes into the corner.
And Newgarden has the momentum, goes side by side. Wilson will with his teammate, but Lucas.
They touched a bit. And Newgarden's going to get around the 12.
He just had those few laps of heat. The tires had a bit more confidence there in 3 and 4. That was a great call from the 2 crew. They're so good at getting that done. That was 3 Penske's, almost 3 wide. Here's the touch. Maybe, yeah.
Lucas trying to fade up, and Joseph Newgarden saying, no, buddy, I'm already in this lane.
Joseph Newgarden taking the Joey Logano approach. Like, I'm not moving up here.
Well, you see how close to look at Newgarden just able to drive it in there and get to his outside. He knows this is a chance to take the lead. It's why they hit it a lap before the Lucas. Was it trying to have that 1 lap of fresher tires and have that pace? The same thing with McLaughlin did. He pitted a few laps before everybody to try to close the gap to the leader.
Was pitting before all of these guys was Paso O'Rourke, who actually has now track position over the 3 Penske's. The undercut has worked out perfectly for the McLaren driver. And although it was the Penske's who led the way,
all right, the 21 is in.
Rasmussen's in.
He is in, and that was such an exciting stint for him.
In almost 2 years, Alex Palou is not going to be the points leader after.
Lucas trying to make his way back past his teammate. The duo now behind Mick Schumacher, who had a very slow stop for a stock front right. Newgarden looking underneath him. And this is always the typical thing. When you come across a driver who's never raced on an oval, you don't know what to expect out of him.
And there are blocking rules.
And here comes
Oh, here comes Malukas. Well, that lap traffic sure played a.
Mick Schumacher not making any friends out there, guys, in his first oval race. Both those Penske drivers got caught out by some late reactionary moves from the 47. First, that gave the opportunity for Malukas to get
They are 8th. The Penske drivers are running 8th through 10th right now. All right, here's where.
You've got to be good in traffic. Malukas was flying out front in clean air. That's relatively easy. There's nobody in the business better than navigating traffic on a short oval than Joseph Newgarden.
The lap traffic is having an effect on these drivers who are going to battle for the eventual race lead.
What'd you buy out there?
For that Hershey flavored cookies and cream, which I haven't tried in a while.
You open your Lunchable after you eat it.
I've just been slow in trying to get to it.
Well, dump the cookies, dump the chocolate, eat something more better.
He timed it great, but then the 47 sort of faded over a little bit. He had to hesitate on the throttle, and that gave Joseph just enough momentum and confidence to throw it in on the outside. Joseph's wife, Ashley Newgarden, not too thrilled with some of the moves out there, holding up her man.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lucas has seen a good opportunity right there. They all faded up. He gave him some air down.
Oh yeah, Joey Logano's in the booth.
There?
Yes. All right, 66 of Marcus Armstrong is pitting.
Look at Alexander Rossi going around Grant Rahal there. Both of these guys having a fantastic day. Speed on track, consistency over the stint. You guys, I can't get over the consistency of Team Penske with their pit stops. All 3 cars pitting on different laps, but merging all back on track at the same time. And look at this, Rasmussen making a move on David Malukas to the high side. Rasmussen going to be one to watch all day long.
Not hanging around at all, and with good reason. That second stop for him puts him on the exact same strategy as Malukas and Newgarden and O'Rourke and everybody who took what we would consider the conventional pit strategy. he still has like I think it's like 5 or 6 laps or so newer tires than the Team Penske cars in front of him. So not as much of a tire advantage as he had last time, but you can tell that car is very
Finally
fast.
get around
Has a little
Stingray
advantage,
Bob.
but he's making up for it, man. He's ripping. Armstrong finally dives into the pit, so the positions.
All right, Dixon is the leader.
This race, Rosenquist and Ferrucci and Hauger and Simpson, they all pitted early. They are on the alternate strategy. Award leads on the primary strategy from Newgarden, Lucas, and McLaughlin. Gosh, it just seems like timing this lap traffic is so important. You just miss it a little bit, you lose that momentum, and you can't walk quick enough. It's just gonna go by you.
There was a car crash down Hammer Lane by Taco Bell.
Yeah?
Yeah, a car landed on its roof.
Oh my goodness.
All the occupants of the cars were all standing off to the side.
At least they're standing.
Yeah, there was one police officer on site.
What the other car? Any other cars?
There was like a family van that was involved, but it didn't look like it had any damage on it.
It looks free now, but we say it all the time. There's no such thing as a free lunch. When you take that early pit on that first stop, if you have a
I'm about to cross the light. Right before I got the sign to walk, red car runs the red light.
Oh man.
On the other side going east.
It's like whatever.
Can he do it on 2 stops? We're looking at 3 to 4. But if Armstrong can hold it for 85 with the cautions, that puts him potentially into a 2-stop window. It purely comes down to when those cautions fall and for how many laps they are. If it's a Dennis Howard type caution where it's nice and short, that's probably not going to happen. But again, they've got to fall at just the right time.
There you go. There you go.
I love the coaching that Rasmussen gets from Packy Wheeler's honor up on the top of the grandstands here. These two were such a dynamic duo in Milwaukee last year.
See that thing free up mid-corner, Joey getting dirty air off the back of the Lucas's car. You can tell Rasmussen, he's an aggressive driver.
I mean, right here.
I don't know how much that would be helping me hearing all that.
Kevin Simpson.
Different information than that. It depends on your age and achievements. I think so. Rasmussen comes it past Kevin Simpson and continues on his way. We mentioned earlier Mick Schumacher with a slow stop. Georgia, what can you tell us?
The reason Mick Schumacher had a slow stop is because one of the air guns broke during the pit stop. So since then, a team member has run all the way down to the Graham Rahal pit and grabbed an extra one, but that was the reason for the slow pit stop. And he went from 11 to 22nd for Mick Schumacher.
Well, disappointment for Mick and all of his fans, but what a thrilling race we have unfolding here today. Not even at half distance. An absolute thrill race. Scott Dixon leads from Felix Rosenquist. Dennis Hauger, the rookie, is third from Pato O'Ward. Then this wonderful fight between the Penskes, Newgarden ahead of the Lucas and Rasmussen on a charge.
Did 79 laps since Scott Dixon last pit. Looks like he has a good balance to the race car. Nobody knows how to make a tank of fuel last longer than this guy. It'll be interesting to see when they decide to come in for their second stop.
I mean, at this point, I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm assuming they're just hoping for a caution right now. Everyone's running enough laps that they're going to work the tires on as well. They're going to cycle to the lead. If the caution doesn't come out, they're in trouble. Here comes Rasmussen having a look at the Lucas. Can it be Little Dave's day? Will this be the occasion of his first victory in IndyCar?
Yes, I've been live for about a little over an hour. Yeah, the usual people are here. No thanks. They'll join me later at 4:30.
Over here, we have our break room.
Oh, great. I would love a latte. Or a nice coffee?
We don't have that. I'll be back in about 15 minutes.
Burned by your old coffee?
Switch to Java House. Just peel and pour over ice water. Or try it hot. No machine required. Authentically cold brewed in small batches for premium barista quality coffee in seconds. Java House.
Amazingly smooth.
To that, it's obvious. One of these cars
is not like the others. It's harder to operate, but easier to enjoy. You use it less, but you love it more. And if something goes wrong, it's a lot harder to replace. It's not your everyday car, so don't pay more for everyday insurance. Pay a better price for better coverage from Haggerty. Quote today at Haggerty.com.
Yeah, well, I don't drive a Porsche.
Ever since he was a baby, I understood.
Oh, goodness.
Also, they talked to Clint Boyer while he was riding in that IndyCar two-seater.
And
So it felt like being on an airplane. Also, tomorrow, Patrick Warburton's going to give the command to start engines. The actor with that distinct voice that we hear most of the time.
isn't his voice for Family Guy? No, Family Guy?
Yes. And Christian Rasmussen's going to have the lead when everything cycles out.
When your engine with Valvoline Restore Protect, the first of its kind motor oil that removes up to 100% of engine clay deposits and protects against future damage. Ask for Valvoline Restore Protect at your next oil
That's your
change.
second.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Pods brings the container to you. Then we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center. And you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Look at pods.com.
We've seen touchdowns and we've seen home runs, but Arlington has never seen speed like this. A stampede of drivers who fear nothing and no one. Crowds that match the volume of 700 horsepower. A spectacle built between two of the most iconic stadiums on earth. How cool. This ain't our first rodeo, but it might be our fastest. Welcome to the World Baseball Classic.
It was just easier to go out to dinner.
Great Britain versus USA. Only on Fox.
Welcome back to the Good
It would have
Rogers
been so much
250. You are
easier.
looking at the car of Christian Rasmussen. You are looking at the driver who now sits second on the road, having pulled off two beautiful
They're
passes
spending time
on
and
the
money
seemingly dominant Penske drivers of the
for no
day.
reason.
All arms and elbows around this 1 mile short oval, just the way he likes it. Nice and loose, and now going off in search of the race leader, Pato O'Ward.
Yeah, today and tomorrow is Museum Day.
Rasmussen is
Yeah,
coming
I
back down
know.
to the tune of 0.6 seconds a lap. There is Arlington.
Back up front with Pato O'Ward here. You can see Pato O'Ward just moving his car about a quarter to a half car width higher than the lap car in front of him, trying to pick up some clean air to the front wing of Dallara. In fact, let's go in and take a closer look, thanks to Dallara and our cutaway car, at exactly what happens to that trailing car. So the blue car behind, looking for clean air. Why? Because of downforce. When you're in the void, in the draft of that car in front of you, you lose downforce, maybe as much as 30%, and that's where you start hunting around on the line and looking for clean air to pick up on the front of your race car. That affects the
Damn,
total
Rasmussen
downforce, and
is
that's
catching
grip of the car
the
on the
leader
racetrack.
really
Now, that
quickly.
lead car can play some games, start moving around and anticipate where you might go. It can't be in reaction to, but you can play the wind, you can play the air for the car behind it. That's exactly what Pato O'Ward's doing right now with Rasmussen closing.
The gap was 2.5 seconds, it's inches now as Rasmussen is all over the back of the race leader, Pato O'Ward. We have seen this so many times, and he looks high now.
Christian Rasmussen to the outside, and he's going to take the lead.
Rasmussen, what a joy to watch him race on short ovals. Somebody should remind this kid there's 145 laps to go in this thing. He had a huge advantage over Pato. He didn't have to make it look quite so sketch, but that's just what he loves to do.
Well, in fact, Bob Pockris interviewed all of the drivers and questioned them preseason. Who is the person? Who is the driver? Who's the driver you're most worried to race against on track? Majority vote, Rasmussen. They said he was the one that they were most concerned about. As you see the vote there, the most sketch, James, Rasmussen took 13 votes over Grosjean.
Well, Joey, you've seen something with Christian Rasmussen passing drivers to take the lead. Now you're about to see something totally different, which is
He's now opened up a 2-second lead already.
Because this guy does not hold back when he laps cars.
They don't have different paint schemes, so it's just the same thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. You
That's
see
good.
it here again. He is reeling the heck out of this thing. We talked about it before the race started off here, the guts to brain ratio. He's got a lot of guts on that sideline for sure. He is making some big moves. He's got a fast car, right? Where he's taking advantage of that. And look at this move. He looks to the bottom. No, never mind. I gotta go to the top. Look how close that wing was to the rear tire. That was almost the end of his race right there. Amazing.
Yeah, one IndyCar race that's not on the schedule this year is the Thermal Club.
Are they not going out there?
No, it's there in the Coachella Valley.
It's late. There's not a lot of people that get to watch it.
Yeah, and it's because it's a private club.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the racing wasn't really the greatest anyway.
This is just for fun, right? Is it
They-
points?
Well, 2 years ago when they first raced there, they did something similar to the All-Star race that NASCAR does, and then last year they did an actual points paying race.
He is so much more loose. He's correcting so much more often than any other driver on the race.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Toronto being relocated to Markham instead of Exhibition Place.
That's what you got to do to win at these racetracks. And Joey, you called the strategy perfectly after he made that early stop, made the tire advantage work.
Imagine if IndyCar drivers race on a track like, I don't know, Bristol or Martinsville. Imagine them racing there. They could just do a test session there to see how it goes.
What? Oh.
Connor has raced and won and everything except for IndyCar. What do you think of the show you're seeing these guys put on?
Yeah, it's been awesome to watch so far. The track's widened out a lot.
He might do it next year. Yeah, he might do both.
Also, you've seen earlier talking with Dale Jarrett. Yeah, Connor Zilla says he wants to run the Indy 500 one of these days. Yep, he'll be another driver. Well, if he's still in NASCAR by the time he does the Indy 500, he'll be another driver to do the Indy 500 Coke 600 double.
Great to know that he wants to see that as well. Riding on board with your race leader, Christian Rasmussen. Connor says he's crazy. Crazy sounds about right.
For 125 years, Firestone has been building tires with one thing in mind.
Will Powers climbed up into the top 10. He's in 8th right now.
Because times may change, but being reliable shouldn't.
Ooh. The 21 slide.
That matches yours. Firestone, always dependable since 1900.
Let's talk Panera's new mix and match menu. Choose two or more, it's just $4.99 each. Hold up, is that supersonic, focaccia, Fuji apples, and it's $4.99 each? The deal gets actually amazing. It's the new mix and match menu at Panera.
At Honda, we believe in the power of dreams. What else turns teams into legends? Persistence into podiums. And sweat.
Them is so out.
Because once you have a dream, there's no telling.
Looks like Paddle Awards pitting
That's why Honda
from slowing up or going to turn 1, and he's in.
Your car works hard. It deserves more. More protection, more power. That's why Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline removes up to 100% of performance-robbing deposits to rejuvenate your engine's performance, giving your car the fuel it deserves. A fuel like no other.
Yep.
Shell V-Power Nitro Plus. More performance with every drive.
Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important
Make America safe again.
I customize car insurance to save people hundreds.
There's your front row for the F1 opener. George Russell and Kimi Antonelli.
Well, at least he spelled insurance right.
The next
She did not.
the next oval race for IndyCar will be on June 7th at Gateway. Yeah, I can't wait for Arlington next week too. Yeah, next week IndyCar will be in Arlington, NASCAR will be in Vegas. Let's go again, Mom. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, Monday, Cameron.
Then of course
I
next
say let's
oval
fly
is Indy
there,
500.
but you know, we don't have money.
We'll get there one day, okay?
Growing up as a petty, we were well connected with racing because everybody thought we related to Richard Petty.
I knew there was some clear apology. And I'd say, like, just freak you out. You're going 200 miles an hour.
I think George introduced him to racing, and he obviously appreciated
I've
the
seen that
sport,
picture.
and got to see it up close and
Oh,
personal
that's
with
cool.
George.
That's when they're at Long Beach.
With Emerson Fittipaldi and Jackie Stewart and those guys. He loved cars. My brother loved having this music and name associated with sports. And obviously this is a great sport, so it will be special to him. It's certainly special to us.
And also, we are officially halfway through the race now.
Great story. Lovely story that. Now we're getting stops.
Wait, that's Bruce Petty.
Yes, that's
Brother
Tom
of
Tom
Petty.
Petty, yes.
No relation to Richard Petty, right?
No.
That would be cool if they are related. Let's do a DNA test.
He has come in, Will. He was so fast that he has actually forced most people's strategies right now.
Alright, Rasmussen pits and he's away. More drivers are going to start pitting one by one. The leaders are coming in this time. See this? Do you get the picture? He's the reason why the prices are high.
Let me see the picture.
Never heard of Jeremy Petty. I know of Morris, Kyle, Lee Petty, and I've also heard of some others, but not Jeremy Petty.
When they're planning your routes has ever done a NASCAR person or someone in motorsports.
Lundgaard's the leader. He only did one truck race in 2010, Jeremy Petty. The 2010 Too Tough to Tame 200 at Darlington. He's not related to Richard Petty.
Seems a little bit inevitable, doesn't it? That Rasmussen's going to catch up and dispatch of the five. But we are only just past halfway in this race. And Christian Rasmussen has made 41 on-track passes. 41. Jack, talk to us about Pat O'Rourke.
Well, his strategist, Nick Schneider, told me they saw how fast Christian Rasmussen was, and they realized so quickly this is a tire race. That higher line is working, and therefore their undercut is absolute paramount. But Christian Rasmussen has literally forced the entire field's hand right now.
And Rasmussen is all over the back of O'Rourke. They may think this is a tyre race. Rasmussen thinks it's something else entirely. It's no matter how brave you are,
No,
the risk you're willing to take.
Award?
And Rasmussen takes the risk. Goes low, looks upside past O'Rourke, will go three wide, and Rasmussen once again will just breeze past.
Joey, no better example of using a lap car and Santino Ferrucci that's quick than that right there. Rasmussen played that brilliantly.
Yeah, he did. It started down 3 and 4, but was able to run up the racetrack.
Yep, that was just his second career win. He had to pass Kyle Busch for it. It was a week before the whole world came to a halt because of COVID-19.
What time is it? 12:30 or 1:30? That's
121.
Well, he is showing that bravery is rewarded to a point. Let's not
And
forget.
then Joey Logano won at Phoenix the following day.
Then he crashed at Nashville. Then he crashed at St. Pete. Now he's leading at Phoenix. So he's 50-50 right now. I can see how that happens. You can see how it's all enough. Right on the edge. And if I'm his team owner and Carpenter and Yellow, I am anxiously seeing if he can hang on once again.
See, here's all the Penske trio. They keep poking at Blaney's mustache, how it's the best one in NASCAR so far.
bushy.
Oh yeah, daylight savings times is tonight. Move the clocks ahead.
I'll let you do that, Cameron. Okay.
Yes. Oh yeah, speaking of Penske and McLaughlin, Joey Logano's paint scheme for tomorrow, it's actually a throwback to the paint scheme that was on McLaughlin's car when he won the 2019 Bathurst 1000.
Don't want any?
No thanks. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to have to watch some of these international races if they're available on TV. I mean, there's the Le Mans, 24 Hours of Le Mans, the Bathurst 1000, something.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today. Vehicle breakdowns are costly. If your check engine light comes on tomorrow, the repair could easily cost thousands. It was like almost a $6,000 job. But with Endurance, you can never pay out of pocket for a costly repair again. Plus, your rate stays the same no matter how many claims you file.
I've had 5 claims for over $12,000.
Who's going to pay for your next car repair?
Oh, they might cancel Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. Is it because of the conflict that's going on right now with Iran?
Green pastures, touring tracks.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if they do that. Up Pedal Awards on pit road. Oh my.
By those who came before us.
Oh no, that's Lundgaard. Sorry, wrong driver.
It's the grit that fuels this nation. It's the work.
Up cautions out.
This is
It's Louis Foster.
proud partner of IndyCar.
Okay, right?
Yeah. So far, it hasn't had any issues today. Yeah, yesterday there was a internet outage yesterday afternoon in my area in the afternoon, and the Wi-Fi was out for a short bit. So far, everything's working just fine. I remember one time I missed a whole stage of a NASCAR race that I was going to stream because the heat here where I live was getting so tense to the point where they actually had to shut off the power. It can happen out here. Yeah, I missed the ARCA race on Thursday too because of work. Well, I got off at 3 and I didn't get home until a little bit after 4.
We believe in the power of dreams. Holy dreamers can turn failure into beauty.
Remind me to bring the cart for it.
Oh yeah. I'll remind you. Why don't you just put it in the car now?
There's no telling how far
You might as well.
That's why Hunt is proudly supporting Team USA's Olympic and
Just remind me.
We're back at Phoenix. Louis Foster, as you can see that rear right, blue paint all over it. He's been up and into the wall. It's going to replay of exactly what happened to the driver of the drop light 45.
Usually when we see that, well, it means he's gotten up into the gray, and it looks like Louis Foster did just that. Kind of trapped up there. Maybe somebody made a late move or something coming through the field. And once you get into those marbles mid-stint, late in the race, no chance to hang on.
And Joey Logano, when we saw those yellow flags come out, the whole race go under caution, you said one phrase. A bunch of drivers just made back. Those drivers, Dixon, Armstrong, who were on the ultimate strategy.
Yeah, and I'm not sure the leaders will pit here or not, but even so, Dixon and those guys that were on the other strategy, they're going to have newer tires at least, so they may go back towards the back of the pack, but they're going to have 15, 20 laps newer tires.
Well, into the pits comes our race leader. Rasmussen is in, Dixon is in, Armstrong is in, Joey Gordon.
Huge surprise to see Rasmussen come in, Georgia.
Yeah, the 2016 winner, Scott Dixon, is in. He's at 4 tires. Mike Cole told him he's doing better than anyone else at keeping the tires underneath him. Jack.
Well, Rossi's come in and there was nobody ready for him. And I don't know if he's got an issue or not. There's David Malukas. He gets away much better than last time.
Rossi looked like he had his tires changed, but some issue trying to leave.
Critically, though, the first driver out of pit lane was Scott Dixon ahead of Christian Rasmussen. Big roll of the dice here in Phoenix.
All right, so Kyle Kirkwood and Will Power are going to stay. So this Tuesday is supposed to be between 75 and 78. Yeah, people online are acknowledging how Alex Palou is going to lose the points lead after today, and that'll be the first time since Road America 24 that he hasn't led the point standing. Damn. Must be the snow in Jersey. Yeah, I've been seeing the news about the weather. I'm like, man, when I see the news about the weather on the East Coast, I'm like, man, all my followers who live on the East Coast are getting hit hard with the bad weather. Meanwhile, over here in California where I'm at, it's all sunshine, overcast here and there. So, yeah. Yeah, I figure it will be. On my trip to Vegas a few weeks ago, we passed through the Tehachapi Mountains, and down there it snows year round. And we're technically still in winter. I think the day before we left for Vegas, it actually snowed there, and when we passed through Tehachapi, there was still snow on the ground. The mountains, the surrounding area in general was covered in snow. Yeah, and as you might expect, the snow was in fact melting. I'm like, man, the weather folks. They weren't bullshitting when they said it would be snowing there. Thankfully, there was no traffic slowdowns. Thankfully, so I'm grateful for that. Yep. Yeah, when I saw the date for the church, I'm like, yeah, I kind of knew that would be the case. All right, we're inside of 100 laps to go. Not bad. Let me check in on the voting poll. 8 votes, okay.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Adam Epstein. Watch Fox 40 for your certified most accurate forecast. You have a funny accent in Daytona. I feel strange. It is way more difficult than being here as an owner. Who's the best driver in the world? You're rewarded for aggression in an IndyCar. I fell asleep, crashed off the road. You fell asleep while I fell asleep driving.
Do you think NASCAR drivers get the international recognition that they should?
I got my first decent check, and I went and bought like some stupid fast Pickle Fork boat.
Check out the all-new Fox Sports digital show Speed with Harvick and Buxton, fueled by Poet. Subscribe to Speed on Fox on YouTube, Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Right, well, we're on the caution. Why don't we take a look at the big move sponsored by Points? You know what, folks? It's not just one big move, because they've all been big moves by this man, Christian Rasmussen. Let's just sit back and enjoy. There he is, Christian Rasmussen, 48 passes today. Won't surprise you to know that is a race high. We are under caution. Kirkwood leads from power. The only two drivers not to have put it under caution. Andretti rolling the dice for them. They will be on 25-lap old tyres when we roll back to green. Dixon and Rasmussen have lapped cars between them and the race leaders. All of these strategies starting to converge. Georgia, we saw there was a problem for Alexander Rossi.
There was a problem for Alexander Rossi. The left rear did not get attached all the way today. To stop, redo it, and attach it.
That's a real shame. He was having a good day as well. Maybe not quite as strong on that high line as his teammate Rasmussen, but it's been a strong weekend all around for ECR.
Man, look at the pace car. It gets a huge momentum surge the moment. Yep. It's like when they're coming to the restart, the pace car gets a head start and just pulls the pit road. All right, here we go. Pace car is the pit road. New leader Kyle Kirkwood and Will Power, and Scott Dixon in third place coming in the field to the green. And Rasmussen most likely going to take the lead after this. All right, here we go. All right, 95 laps to go.
So he's down on that low side there, but he's got the dirty air from Power in front. Dixon on the highlights, got that clean air, is able to keep the position.
For each on the move. Top two drivers have used Firestones. This guy right here, Rasmussen and Dixon, they have Firestone Courage right now. Brand new tires with lots of grip. They got to put it to good use though right now.
She's in eighth.
Dixon trying to work that high line. He got sort of forced high a bit there by Power, and that's given him the opportunity, Rasmussen, to get along the inside of the nine. Can he make it stick this time?
Let him by. Let him by. Not close. Oh, go!
There was a tire coming off this car last week in St. Pete that put him out of the race. Let's take another look at the contact. You see that right front end fence, that left rear tire.
Oh, shit.
Look at the deflection of the sidewall. That's not pretty.
Well, it's inches away from front wing failure and inches away from a puncture.
Good thing he couldn't see that. You ever take, I wouldn't want to watch that replay. You ever take wood shop in high school and work the lathe?
Yeah, Ray Hall's still holding down the top 10.
It's pretty impressive. I see right here is Kirkwood and Power on older tires. They're using that clean air to their advantage. And what I see Will Power be able to do, he's kind of doing this little fade off of turn 2 and just dumping that dirty air.
Yeah, I give the announcers a 10-10 on their broadcasting effort. Louis Foster's still on pit road.
Hold track position or don't lose too much and just get to that final stop where you compete to the end.
Hey guys, we talk a lot about the excitement of Christian Rasmussen and what he does on short ovals. Another one of those drivers we always talk about, Santino Ferrucci, who like Rasmussen started towards the back of the field. Good driving, good racing, good strategy. Sees him up now in the top 10. Ferrucci loves to take risks, loves to drive hard on these kind of tracks, and he's hunting down Joseph Newgarden.
Hope for our troops on board here is always good for some action with Santino Ferrucci behind the wheel. Has not been very happy with this race car throughout practice, throughout qualifying. The AJ Ford squad seems to have dialed something in here for Santino, and he's doing what he does. Oh, no!
Oh, jeez.
Huge save.
Ray Hall's going to take advantage.
I just said he wasn't that happy with the
Man,
car.
his car was loose.
You can cover and
It was
imbalance
2
for a few
spots.
laps, but eventually as those tires wear, that problem with the balance comes back. And you just, as a driver,
is nothing you can do. He did a great job to hang on to that and only lose 2 spots. Yeah, Malukas gets through as well, so Ferrucci down to 10, Malukas up to 9th, Rahal.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Still, Kirk Williams, Howell, but just over half a second. Dixon can find no way to get on terms with them right now, despite the fresh tire advantage. We've got
Yep.
on board with him. Dennis Rasmussen and Armstrong, O'Ward and Newgarden, Rahal, Malukas, Ferrucci. That's your top 10. 87 to go here in Phoenix. And this will replay from the outside.
This guy spends his off-season racing on dirt at the Chili Bowl on a midget, and I think that
All right.
off-season experience comes in real handy.
I know I've probably barely mentioned this at least once or twice, but the laptop I'm streaming on is actually has a touch screen.
And not fun, let me tell you. Yeah, change your shorts and a nice stuff. Turn 4.
There are other computer brands out there that have touchscreen. This is a Hewlett Packard computer I'm using.
We've seen some moments today.
Hello UP20. Hello UP Union Pacific 26. Welcome to the live stream.
Maybe something like I have protection just me like.
I've had touchscreen for 5 years. All right.
Or maybe flooded with emotion.
That's too much. Try Tuesdays are cray.
You know, technically, you don't have to post everything that happens online.
You probably see at the bottom left, it says there's been 426 on-track passes. Oh, nice.
You need WeatherTech. No matter the age of your vehicle, American-made WeatherTech products are the solution. No matter what year your vehicle is. See? You do need WeatherTech. Order your American-made protection at WT.com.
Turn back time when you're injured with Valvoline Restore Protect, a first-of-its-kind movie wall that removes up to 100% of engine joint deposits and protects against future damage. Ask for Valvoline Restore Protect at your next oil change.
Huggies Little Movers with HugFit 360. It moves, even bigger protection.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What did she call HugFit?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
Yeah, she sold the twins' name rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze 10 and Star.
You need a tan? I'm your man. We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Work stress. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you say. Whether you're a professional technician or simply take pride in maintaining your own cars, Harbor Freight offers quality auto tools to meet your every need at prices that can't be beat. From rapid pump checks to mechanics tool sets, whatever you need, we've got it. Whatever you do it for less. Harbor Freight, your automotive destination.
Well, it's wonderful to be here in Phoenix. Arizona is such a beautiful state. Such a great place for a race. And it's not just the IndyCar Series. This is the Desert Double. Because tomorrow, the NASCAR Cup Series is live on FS1. Full throttle action from the Tulip Desert here in Phoenix. It's a straight tour bias 500. Tomorrow at 3 Eastern on FS1 with our good friend Joey Logano running from the pole.
Rasmussen got around Newgarden for third.
This year, I don't know who's a similar to that at 5. They usually lost his photos. They can't do that, obviously. Catherine and Power still lead this thing. They were much older tires than everyone behind who chose to pit on their caution. James, explain to us what the permutations are now, both for the leaders, the Andretti duo, and everyone behind as we run like 176 to 250.
Yeah, well, we think we're coming really close to that. We're going to make it on one more stop. Obviously, you want to extend this thing for these two drivers as long as you can, just to make sure that you're not completely out of tires at the end of this race. They are going to pit earlier in the cars behind them, both Kirkwood here and Will Power. And then the real key is when they come out. They're going to be on fresh tires. They're going to be a lap down to the leaders, so you're going to have red, green, or yellow, and you got to make quick work of the traffic that's going to be in front of you to try to keep gaining on those leaders running slower lap time.
The big risk for Kirkwood and this guy Will Power is it puts them in the danger zone because they're going to pit on the earlier side of the window. If a caution comes after that, these guys will be trapped a lap down. That's the advantage that Rasmussen, Dixon, Armstrong have right now, is the ability to run deeper into the stint and protect against that caution.
Can everyone from positions 3 down make it to the end of the tires they're on, or will they all have to stop?
They all have to stop.
So one more set of stops that every driver, but Kirkwood and Power, will have to stop early.
Exactly.
Which means that later in the race, everyone below them is going to have a big tire advantage.
Or maybe Dixon and everyone from third on down, when the top two cars pit, they might say, hey, we can't allow you to short pitted or undercut, as you're going to say. We got to pit with them.
Yep, Rasmussen going by. Can get past Will Power for second. There he goes.
The yellow danger zone, though, willingly that way. Usually you want to hang on, but we're about to find out.
Well, Christian Rasmussen's had enough of hanging about. He's past Scott Dixon, he's past Will Power, he's up into second, and he's going off to Carl Kirkwood.
I was just going to say, I was surprised that we hadn't seen Rasmussen make quick work of those leading two cars with that massive tire advantage, 20-something laps that he had. Now that it's really starting to fade for Kirkwood and Power, he is making those moves, but these two Andretti Global cars have done a great job hanging on up front.
They only need to hang on for about 5 more laps. I think you're right, Jake. What we're seeing is that the tire advantage reveals itself in the last 1/3 of the tire stint. That's where the separation is really happening.
Either that or Christian Rasmussen, after 150 laps at maximum attack, just decides to have 4 laps of chill and then go back after it again.
Well, I think some of it is they were relying on the clean air to maintain the track position on older tires. Now they've caught the lap cars. Now they don't have the clean air anymore. They have the older tires and the fade. You can come back to it.
I like watching racing. I watch this stuff a lot. I feel like you know how this racing stuff works. You might have a future in this thing. We're going on Santino Ferrucci.
Thank you, Will. I'm going to catch up with Larry Floyd, who's his team boss, also acting kind of as a strategist. I said, dude, you are making so much progress. What have you been doing? They've just been peppering in front wing. And right as he told me that, that's when we saw Santino have that little wiggle, so probably found the limit on the 14. Kevin.
Someone who has quietly gotten into play for maybe even a podium position is Marcus Armstrong. Started 13th, and the way he is up in 5th and 3rd on his strategies because
Damn, Rasmussen, man, he's about to catch Kirkwood for the lead.
I think we are better at managing the Firestone, less tire wear than others, so we might even go to a full fuel stint, and that's why they're in the position they're in to maybe get a really good result today.
21 positions combined gain for the MSR drivers today. Marcus Armstrong and his teammate Felix Rosenquist. Armstrong went the furthest of anyone in the first stint. 85, 86 laps on one set of tires. A brilliant strategy running out for him today.
Yeah, obviously a few caution laps in there, but a great job to hang on to them as long as he did. And remember, guys, this driver was fighting for a podium late in the race last week in St. Petersburg as well, before that last cycle didn't really work in his favor. So he's had pace all year long.
So the drivers are now in the window to make it on one more stop. So we'll have to be looking for when they pull the pin to come to pit lane. Rasmussen's teammate, Alexander Rossi, just pitted.
And it worked out brilliant for him last time with the undercut. He's so far down the order, he's got to try something after a very promising start to this race.
Oh, his teammate won't want to be seeing this right now. He'll want to be going after Kyle Kirkwood, but now he's got Rossi on first tires as a blocker in between them.
Well, if Rossi can get ahead of Kirkwood, maybe Rasmussen can follow him through. I think Rasmussen wants to wait. He's open on the inside of his teammate.
Now Rossi has tire temperature and pressure, and there you see the benefit of the new rubber for Alexander Rossi.
Where Alex is helping his teammate now is by putting dirty air on the front wing there from the 27 of Kirkwood. As Kirkwood's slowing down, I think he might be coming. Oh, no, sorry. It was a bit bit trigger happy on that one. I thought maybe he was going to fit.
I think that you see there's a tire difference, right? New tires versus old tires. You see it almost looked like he was in slow motion.
Yeah.
David Malukas, our pole sitter, is into pit lane.
David
Penske, they're
Maluk.
rolling the dice as soon as ECR did. He comes in. See if it's a quick stop for him. He struggled on the getaway. An earlier stop today. Looks clean, looks clean, gets away, nice stop.
This will be the fastest car on track. I'll bet in the next few laps, David Malukas will be trying to make that undercut work to good advantage while everybody's trying to hang on to old tires.
He's guarded in. Oh, warning, Jack.
Pato is in. I did catch up again with Nick Snyder and just asked, had he seen any changes? And he still told me, no real concern, they're just going to push as hard as they can.
All right, Rasmussen to the outside of Kirkwood. He goes for the race lead.
And don't you think if you're Kyle Kirkwood right now, you got to be thinking, man, right now, the lead just got taken away. One of the fastest cars just passed you. We got to come in.
His teammate is pitting. Will Power is into pit lane. So too, Graham Rahal is in on board with Kirkwood. And he's going to pit in. He has to cut the line now. He does so.
Yeah, Kirkwood's coming in. I think she's in her room.
Working?
No, she's done working. No, I did not. She went to got Costco. All right, looks like Rasmussen's gonna come in.
Who made up the most positions that way that day in Gateway? It was Christian Rasmussen, 25th to 3rd. Will today be the day for Kirkwood? Will it be the day for Rasmussen? Can anybody get on terms with this man who is into pit lane and coming down to Jack Harvey?
Christian Rasmussen has been absolutely flying. He's doing things that we can't see anybody else making right now. Overall, this looks like a really smooth start to everyone DCL.
Marcus Armstrong stays out a little bit longer than most. He makes his
Yeah,
final stop well.
I was amazed with the long gap between. Oh wow, Marcus Armstrong had a bit slow. Not too bad though. Dennis Hauger is the leader. He's gonna come in now.
Last year finished in the top 10. Dennis Hauger did it on debut. The Indy Next champion, the Norwegian nightmare as we call him, with one of the greatest saves I think many of us have ever seen on an oval, spinning it around, keeping it out of the ball early in the race. He's now into pit lane.
Kirkwood on track here is chasing down his teammate. Power has jumped him in that sequence as well as O'Ward. So right now it's Power, O'Ward, Kirkwood, Rasmussen, Lundgaard of the drivers that have pitted.
Fastest lap of the race right now, just turned by Will Power at 164 miles an hour.
I think Will Power is going to be the leader when we in this cycle. Oh shit, he's 21's come. Marcus Ericsson's pick. Once again, the leaderboard is 2 laps ahead.
Yeah, that's really a disaster for Rasmussen because they have the tire advantage as Power makes the move for the lead.
That is for the lead. Teammate on teammate. Will Power
There's a teammate.
in just his second race for Andretti.
Now Ericsson is still going to have to make his last stop, but for Will Power, that absolutely puts him legitimately at the lead of this race after starting at the very back from a qualifying crash. Huge recovery for this guy.
And you've seen now Ericsson pull in. The gap is what you want to look at.
Man, if Will Power can hang on, he could win what I call the last to first challenge. Like you start at the dead last, and then you win the race. I mean, Chastain did it in the Coke 600 last year. I can't recall a time in my 15 years of watching IndyCar driver won a race after starting dead last. I've seen drivers win the race from deep in the field, but not dead last directly. Oh shit, Rasmussen's up to 6. Oh, okay, so it did happen in 15 years. Simon Pagenaud, Iowa, race 1, July 2020. It is possible.
champion, the last driver to beat Alex Palou to the title with Will Power. Didn't go to plan in St. Pete, didn't go to plan in qualifying, but he leads today. And Will Power streaking away.
Guys, that was 2.9 seconds a few laps ago. That traffic management is so key. You just saw Mick Schumacher in front of the 26. He wasn't able to get around him quickly.
Damn, the 21. Man, the 21 is running him down. And we have under 50 laps to go in this race. 49 laps to go now.
This is what happened to Alex Palou early on in this race. Closed the gap up on Venus VK and into the wall. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. We'll let them talk it out after the race. But either way, it's Palou out and out early. Power leads, and now it's Rasmussen. He's passed O'Bourne. He's into second. He's less than half a second behind. He is insatiable today here in Phoenix. Christian Rasmussen on Will Power. This will be for the lead. Ultimately, could be for the win. No one has been able to keep.
Oh, so those were the last stops. Okay.
His drive, his determination, his singular style on this type of circuit. Sketch factor 100.
You got a guy with 45 wins and Will Power holds the all-time record for IndyCar pole positions, making him data-wise the fastest guy in the history of this sport. Rasmussen with 1 win, but with tons of enthusiasm for putting himself right on the ragged edge in seeking his second win of his career.
Guys, I kind of like what 26 is doing right here. He's kind of looking at his mirrors and he's working with his spotter, Bobby Dalzell, to try to put his car where he knows the 21 likes to run. Take that air off his car, take his preferred line away.
But look at the car dance. Look at it dance in the dirt. He had the little twitches, stepping out of position, but Rasmussen holds it exactly where he wants it. Dancing, a beautiful ballet, and moves to the inside.
Rasmussen's looking to the inside.
I cannot believe how well that car is handling when he crosses in that dirty air back towards the outside of the corner on Power. Rasmussen absolutely on rails right now.
I think if I was Will Power, Joey, I might think about starting to move up mid-corner and make it a little more difficult on Rasmussen. Power running all the way down at the apron, leaving a lot of clean air to the high side. You see Will
Oh, Rasmussen's in the wall. Power's got down. Power's got a flat. He cautions it. Wow.
A matter of time, quite incredible and bitter disappointment for Will Power on such a strong run. I saw it look like.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
From the wall? Is that Rasmussen getting in? Well, Rasmussen got off the wall, but he wants to touch there. Maybe Rasmussen's left front end fence cutting down Will Power's right.
Rasmussen's still going.
You see Will here. He's trying to pull the fade on him, trying to put the dirty air on him. Rasmussen does a good job getting to his outside, and he's out there.
Oh,
Cuts the tire down. What happened was Will Power got rotation, so his right rear stepped out.
Damn, how's this 21 still?
Similar to what we saw with Alex Palou and Venus VK at the start of this race.
And how strong is that front wing again to not break?
It's that second hit that cut Power.
Man, I was expecting a caution. So, dang, how's this car still? Oh, yep, I can see the thing.
Let's see what Rasmussen thought of it. Something feels off. I'm not sure what. Big hit to the wall for Christian Rasmussen.
And looking at that front suspension on the right side, it looks relatively straight from where we're sitting. But guys, on an oval, everything is tuned to such millimeter precision. Even if it's a fraction of an inch out, it's going to have a huge effect on the handle.
In the blink of an eye, all of a sudden, the top 2 runners with issues, Pano Award has got to be smiling in second place. His team will be monitoring the radio and say, listen, there might be something wrong with Rasmussen's car.
And what do you do here, Rasmussen? You're leading the race. You may or may not have damage. It's really hard in a race car to feel damage when you're not at speed. Under caution, you're like, well, maybe not, I'm not sure. You find out when you go into turn 1 the first time.
There's damage. For Christian Rasmussen to say something doesn't feel right, that means There's damage to the car. The question is, will he be able to hang on to it? So far today, James, he seems like the only guy able to really manage a race car way out of shape.
The question is, can he drive around it, or will the problem ultimately resolve itself for him, be that in the positive or the negative? It's Rasmussen who leads from Pato on board. Kyle Kirkwood is third. Let's hear the radio from his teammate Will Power. Didn't manage to get quite a bit of that, so I think it's BT13, but we've got the general gist. Victor Alden, does anybody dive in, or will everybody stay out?
I can make an argument for fresh tires.
Certainly
Anybody inside the top 10, I would. Auto Award is in.
You got it.
Wow. Wow. Ray Hall's in. McLaughlin's in. Rossi's in. But a fair few drivers stayed out. The ones that pit, they're going to have to work for it. This is not easy. David Malukas and Kyle Kirkwood staying out on track as Auto Award and the Arrow McLaren team service.
James, I don't want to do this to you. I'm going to flash back to 2018.
But you're doing it anyway.
You stayed out on track on used tires. There's a new driver who came out on fresh tires. He took the victory that day. Explain to us the difference in this stage of the race between fresh and new.
It could be everything. Joe, you said it. Rasmussen's been so quick. You kind of have to do the opposite of whatever he's doing, and that's what these guys have done.
Don't go anywhere. We're not finished in Phoenix.
At Honda, we believe in the power of threes. Golden Julius can turn failure into fuel. Headwinds.
Yeah, I figured he would.
And a fraction of a second into something timeless. Because once you have a dream, there's no telling how far you can go. That's why Honda is proudly supporting Team USA's Olympic and Paralympic teams.
Well, I'm Gary, and I work for Java House. Gary? Gary's my guy. He delivered our Java House coffee pods and just sort of never left. Oh, hi, Gary. Thanks, man. My delivery! Since adding Java House, productivity is through the roof. Even though I go home.
Gold Coast Hollander drives with Rob and Viterra. 3 and 5 laps down. Schumacher's 2 down.
Cold brew coffee. Amazingly smooth. Green pastures to alluring tracks. There's a strength that never falters. A legacy shaped by those who came before us. Binding us beyond trade or title. It's the grit that fuels this nation. It's the work we're proud to carry on. This is Good Ranchers, proud partner of IndyCar.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the end of an era. I've had like a moment. Plus, I listed this on eBay in like 2 seconds. For a really good price. Okay, next.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Turn after turn. Era after era.
And they're off. Here we go, they're on the cars.
Firestone has been there. At the races that defined the sport. On the roads that brought us home. Through the miles that made legends. So whether they're conquering the competition or you're conquering your daily drive, with Firestone, you can do it with confidence. Firestone, for dependability at every turn.
I don't feel well.
I should recognize the symptoms sooner.
Don't blame yourself.
Only Best Mix, Tuesday on Fox. Next Sunday, the spotlight hits Jerry's World for the biggest race party in the world. It's the first ever Grand Prix of Arlington.
Yeah, they're called dust devils, what you just saw. They're caused by the ground getting heated by the sun coupled with wind. Then you get dust devils like that. I've seen a lot of those in my lifetime.
Phoenix, we're going to take a look at the power performance sponsored by Harbor Freight.
Yeah, Rasmussen's like 44 left.
44 laps led. 17 positions again.
Yeah, Arizona's all desert, so yeah, down there you're gonna get that a lot.
Yeah, coming around to green.
a lot of the farm fields up here in Northern California got a lot of those dust devils. Anyways, coming back to green, we have 32 laps to go, and Rasmussen gets a massive launch, and he is out of here.
Around the outside of Dixon, right behind Lucas. Great move from the young king. Ward looking very fast back there on fresh tires, but for Christian Rasmussen, a huge sigh of relief for him and his team. His race car is holding up, and it's still fast. It's holding up so far.
Man, geez, like they turned off the damage settings on that car. I remember in the first NASCAR race at the Chicago Street Course when they had that one big wreck. It's like it was like they just turned off the damage car assist or whatever, because it seemed like.
Santino Ferrucci having a look on the inside of four. Side by side through the dog leg. Ferrucci's not going to give it up. We've seen him be quick early on his stint, but he's got new tires. I believe he is one of the drivers that came into pit. No, he isn't. Yes, he is. Sorry. Wood makes it through. Goes off to Dixon. You got to get through. It's so important to make time with these new tires while the field is closed. The longer they run, the more separated they're going to get. You won't have time to get all the way to the lead. Only 28 laps to go. You got to make your money now. You got to won this race in 2018, taking on the fresh tires at the last possible opportunity to take the victory. If he's going to do it today, he has to pass not just Ferrucci, not just Dixon, not just Rasmussen, but critically on Ward, who is ahead on track and has tires the same age as him. This next fella on board, he doesn't want to see
Ward's
that
made
14 anymore.
+4.
Trying to go hard, but Joseph pulls the pass off. That's about as close as you can get.
All right, 27 to go. Oh, Ross.
As Alexander Rossi continues his march forward. Nice comeback from the 20 after those issues on pit lane. McLaughlin now going to dispatch Ferrucci as well. But it's this guy, Pat O'Rourke, who's been on the move since the restart. This is the guy who holds the potential win in his hands. Marcus Armstrong ahead on all the tires. Pat with a good run. It's all you guys run. All about timing on these short moves, and it's always hard to know what the car in front is going to do. Sometimes
Joseph Newgarden gets by Marcus Armstrong for 5th.
If you're not expecting it, it can really catch you out and cost you a couple of 25 to go, and from being the driver cycling his way through the field
And to the inside, the 5 goes on the 66. 24 to go.
Next on his agenda, David Malukas, who has got his way back up into the podium.
Damn, never thought I'd see Malukas back up here, but here he is.
He is hustling that race car right now. He's working the wheel through the corner. He knows 24 to go. He has no time to waste. Has a chance to win this thing.
Wow, you got it absolutely obliterated his way past.
Yeah, Louis Foster's done for the day. Damn. And RLL, Ganassi, and Dale Coincart out of the race. I can also enlarge this leaderboard, but I want to keep it the way it is.
To worn out, and these guys are going to be hanging on at the finish while Ward presses with fresher rubber. So again, watch that number right there. That's the gap from Rasmussen in the lead.
21 to go for the 21.
Start making some moves to see how much older the tires are of the cars up front.
Yeah, look how far they are from the field.
But they're going to catch lap traffic before the end of this race, and that's where Pato's really going to have a huge advantage. The tires will show up even more.
Yeah, last car in the field that will greet the leaders is Stingray Robb, and he is about another 8 seconds up the field with Rasmussen. So another 10 laps, and that's exactly
So I see.
that dirty air and used tires for Rasmussen. 20 to go. The gap
Won their birthday weekend twice. Indy Lights 2018 at Iowa and Mid Ohio 2024. Alrighty.
This is the battle, not just for the podium, but for the win. You can see there coming off of 4, he just puts a little extra wheel in on the exit to keep that left front just below the dirty air of David Malukas, gets on the power hard. So the 5 machine is rolling right now through 1 and 2.
See, it's just kind of stuck right there. So he's really going to have to bank on the lap traffic coming into play here.
That Verizon onboard's going to be full of papaya for the foreseeable future. Unless Paddock can get this move done. He doesn't seem
It'll be July 8th, right?
We've seen Adam Rasmussen earlier in the race. Devin Malukas, from Chicago, Illinois. So much promise and potential in him. This is first season with Penske.
Yep, I guessed it right. Yeah, you're a year old. You'll be a year older than me. Day of the. Oh, it's gonna be on a Monday.
Trying to hunt down Christian Rasmussen ahead.
Rasmussen doesn't look that solid right now. You see he's kind of catching him a little bit. I'd be a little nervous. This race is far from over.
100%. I was thinking the same thing. Just off of 4 there. Doesn't look super calm. Looking at catching it still.
11th month, sorry. Yeah, my birthday will be on the Monday this year. Last year was on the Sunday.
Rasmussen's steering wheel seems perfectly square. It doesn't seem to skew loose.
It's not going straight when he needs it to. The top 4 were covered by 2 seconds. Now the top 5 are covered by 2 seconds. 15 to go in Phoenix. He looks like he's really struggling off the 2 there, Joey.
I have a question now. He's been in traffic the whole race. He hasn't really.
Kirkwood may be closing, but keep an eye out on. Keep an eye on the drivers behind him, especially that 5 car.
Of course, you heard it say stay ahead of your tools. There's things inside the cockpit drivers can adjust. Things like the front roll bar, rear roll bar, the weight jacker, all that's going to affect the balance. But guys, a 27 is looking racy. Kyle Kirkwood looking phenomenal at the moment. Rasmussen has been the man of the day. Took damage in that impact with Kyle Kirkwood's teammate Will Power, and Kirkwood gaining on him.
He hit that road exit off the turn 4 and there wrapping that corner over here. Rasmussen making it really easy for Kyle Kirkwood to stay low and have clean air. Rasmussen's line really peels off the apron much earlier before.
He's getting to turn it. He can't turn the wheel anymore. The thing is so loose, having to let it walk up the racetrack.
We've seen Rasmussen be on the offense all day. How will he be when he has to play defense now?
All right. Oh, wow. Oh, major move right here. Joseph Newgarden up to 4th around Pato Award.
He's got his teammate Malukas he's got to get to next, but again, we've talked about this before. He's one of the best, if not the best, at navigating traffic on these short
11 to go. Man, was expecting Newgarden to come back.
If you look at Joseph Newgarden, he's offsetting, he's getting air, and that's why he's making passes. Way high right here.
Rasmussen way high. I was going to say Kirkwood had a run there, couldn't quite get it done as Newgarden does get around Malukas behind. Now, Kirkwood can't just look forward, he's got to look back too.
Oh, these guys have a big problem in that Joseph Newgarden is coming fast and has the perfect technique.
All right, 10 laps to go in the IndyCar race at Phoenix. Christian Rasmussen is your race leader. And, oh, wow. Looks like Rasmussen's got an issue, and Kirkwood was looking for the lead there. Coming 9 to go. Dang it. Did he hit the wall again? It's kind of hard to tell from certain angles. Oh, Rasmussen's in the wall. Yeah. 8 to go.
He can chase him down.
Rasmussen had not run in traffic since hitting the wall in the crash with Will Power earlier. So Newgarden
Yeah, that crash. Yeah, that crash hurt Rasmussen's car. Figured he would be.
That steering wheel had on board Joseph Newgarden. That So calm, so
7 to go.
Watch the throttle. He's just using the throttle so carefully, balancing it through the mid corner as Rasmussen's trying to
Newgarden's looking for the lead.
for the lead. Wonderful from Joseph
Newgarden to the race lead as we come to 6 laps to go.
With 6 to go, and wouldn't you know it, back here in Phoenix, and it's Joseph Newgarden to the pole once again. The man who won here the last time we raced here in 2018. Joseph Newgarden, 6 to go, leads the race.
And where's Joseph Newgarden been all day? He's just been kind of hanging that car to the top 5,
Yeah,
to the top 10 area.
Newgarden's the last driver I wanted to see
He just figures it out. That's why he's a true champion.
take the lead.
Early with his teammate Lucas, they sort of got shuffled back in that first pit cycle, but like you said, called the strategy perfectly, hit on that last one. It's what helped him win here last time we were here, and here's the move.
Man,
A little bit of limiter there. Coming up to
didn't see this coming.
inside with those older tires, there's just nothing Crutchfield could do to defend.
Yeah, you're not going to stop
He said
that
it
2
during the
car from
commercial
coming.
break, we're like, we gotta watch
4
the
to
ride,
go.
we gotta watch the 2, though. He's so good in these conditions. Rasmussen dropping, and I think Rasmussen coming into the pits potentially to call it a day. He is falling down the order now.
Yeah, Rasmussen's down to 8th.
8th place
Unless he wants to try and hang on for a top 10. Up he's down to 9th. He's going to lose a few more spots. Down to 10th.
But what can we say, guys, about Joseph Newgarden? Last year was not his year. He needed to come back this year renewed and refreshed to take the challenge, to mount a challenge to Alex Palou in the might of Ganassi. What a drive for him today. I mean, it took him to the final round of the season.
2 to go.
His first win of 2025. He's going to do it in round 2 in 26. That's a big difference.
And the points that they run right now
Yeah.
would put Joseph Newgarden as the championship leader if he hangs on here, and Alex Palou 5th in the championship.
Rasmussen's fallen to 11th place. All right, white flag. 1 lap to go here at Phoenix for Joseph Newgarden. Man, wasn't expecting Newgarden to get to the front. I mean, he did win on the last. He won the last oval race, IndyCar race stat, which was Nashville, the season finale last year, and looks like he's going to start 2026 off strong. He wins at Phoenix. Wow. Well, better start for him this year than last year, that's for sure. Well, man, for the first time since April 2022, he will lead the points. Pato Ward gets a strong finish.
Found the tires, found the grip, found the position, found the win. Brilliant. Award for Armstrong 5th, Rossi an excellent 6th, and Dixon.
And with that, I will end the poll.
Completing the top 10 in the end. Rasmussen finishes 4th.
Wow. Nice job, Newgarden. Well, I was expecting Newgarden to win today, but it happened. Man, Rasmussen fell to 14th.
Race winner, championship leader. Back-to-back wins in Phoenix.
Let's go, Joseph Newgarden. Let's go. Wow. Let's take a look at these results. So Joseph Newgarden wins the race. Kyle Kirkwood second. David Malukas podium finish after starting the race on pole. Not bad. How about Pato Ward, Marcus Armstrong, man? Strong finishes for both of them. Rossi 6th. Scott Dixon 7th. McLaughlin 8th. Graham Rahal 9th. And Kiffin Simpson 10th. I think 2 of the Ganassi cars get a top 10 finish. Damn, what a shame for Rasmussen, man. That hit to the wall kind of hurt his car. I'm surprised I'm surprised he took a risk in staying out. I'm surprised he didn't pit sooner rather than later. Damn. Well, after all that hype, Mick Schumacher finished 18th, a lap down. Could have been worse. And man, wasn't expecting Alex Palou to crash out of today's race, but it happened. And man, Grosjean, I swear, second race back in Europe, and you didn't even complete a single lap. Man, frustrating. overall, not a bad race. I can give this race a solid 10-10. It's not every day that I give it, but it is what it is. We saw, yeah, I know some people are probably going to give this race a 10-10 because Pelot crashed out, but that's not the whole point. The point is the racing was good. We saw a fuck ton of passing, that's for sure. Um,
Since adding Java House, productivity is through the roof. People don't want to go home, which is why I never do.
so yeah, that was gonna be Rasmussen's race, but fuck, again, that battle with Will Power, man, it hurt him. Well, it hurt his car. Drivers took advantage of that, and Joseph Newgarden came out on top at the end. Well, after all the crap Team Penske's been through last year, I think all three. Well, after everything they've been through last year, Team Penske sure needed this win. Um, I hope McLaughlin and David Malukas can follow suit in terms of winning. I can't wait for next week. So yeah, I can't wait for next week. IndyCar in Arlington, and that's gonna be fun. So yeah.
Found a new way to dominate on ovals. On his last 25 oval races, Joseph Newgarden has won 12. There's his wife, Ashley, heading into victory lane.
Well, all the Newgarden fans are happy. That's for sure.
You won 2 of the last 3 races now. Are you firmly back with this 2 team?
I'm just very surprised. I mean, it's only been a race since we haven't won, so it's not like it's been a while, but I just, in the middle of the race, I don't know that I was fully believing.
Hello, MBTA Rail Fan Videos. I'm about to wrap up the stream here. This will be the first of 2 live streams. I'm doing the O'Reilly Auto Parts race later. So with that said, that's going to put a wrap on this live stream. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Congrats to Joseph Newgarden on getting the win. It's his 33rd career win. Last 10 were on holes of all places. That's quite a record for sure. So yeah, that's going to do it for this live stream. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one in about a few hours. So with that, have a good one. The rest of your day, and I'll see y'all then. All right, bye everyone. Peace out.
This was just great execution by the team. That's all. Simply as that. It was a good car, great execution. They won this race today.